Usually when you have like $7,000 burning a hole in your pocket, you might go out and buy a reliable used car.
Right, yeah. You expect four wheels, an engine?
Exactly. Maybe some air conditioning if you're lucky. But what if, instead of a car, you spent that exact amount on a single camera? We're looking at a spec sheet from AV retailer HDTVSupply today.
Yeah, for the Bolin EX1030HW.
Right, the Bolin. And it costs $7,395. So we're going to figure out exactly what makes a camera worth the price of a reliable sedan. Okay, let's unpack this.
Well, to start, you have to realize this isn't, the standard consumer camera you mount on your front porch to watch your package deliveries.
Yeah, definitely not a doorbell cam.
Far from it. This thing is built for absolute extremes. It features an IP67 rating.
Which means it's totally waterproof, right?
Yeah, the housing is completely sealed against dust and full water immersion. I mean, it's designed to operate flawlessly, whether it's getting battered by a blizzard at like negative 40 degrees Celsius or baking in a 60-degree heat wave.
Wow. So it's basically a cinematic Swiss Army knife wrapped in a tank.
That is a great way to put it, yeah. And despite that heavy armor, it has incredible mechanical freedom. So it mounts upright and can rotate 360 degrees continuously.
Oh, continuously. So it doesn't hit a wall and have to spin back around?
Right, exactly. Horizontally, it just keeps going.
Yeah.
And you combine that with a 180-degree vertical tilt and an auto flip feature. So it can look literally anywhere without hitting a physical dead end.
Okay, but all that physical toughness is, well, entirely useless if the image quality suffers the second the weather turns bad.
Right, absolutely.
Because if you're under a dark, freezing storm, how does the sensor actually handle poor conditions?
So it uses a specialized Sony Full HD sensor. And what's fascinating here is the minimum illumination spec.
Okay.
It sits at just 0.0009 lux.
Wait, 0.0009.
Yeah. To put that in perspective for you, standard room lighting is around 500 lux. A full moon on a clear night is about 0.1 lux.
Oh, wow. So this thing is capturing a clear, full-color image with a fraction of the light of a single distant street lamp.
Right, you don't lose the detail or the color just because the sun went down.
Wait, hold on, though. The spec sheet also highlights a 30x optical zoom.
It does, yeah.
A zoom lens like that is incredibly sensitive. I mean, if you zoom in 30 times on a subject while a 60-mile-an-hour wind is physically battering the camera housing, physics dictates that footage should look like an earthquake.
Oh, for sure.
So how is it not just a blurry mess?
Because it counters that physical reality with heavy digital processing. It uses super image stabilization.
Okay, how does that work in real time?
Well, when the camera gets hit by that 50-mile-an-hour gust of wind, the physical lens might be shaking, but the digital sensor actually shifts in the opposite direction in real time to cancel out the movement.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, and it pairs that with a proprietary Sony AF algorithm. So the focus stays dead center and sharp even while you are actively zooming.
Okay, so you have this incredibly stable, bright footage of a dark hurricane.
Huh?
But if you have to send a human out into the storm to swap out an SD card, the whole setup is pointless.
Right, yeah, you wouldn't want to do that.
So how is this data escaping the storm?
It's extremely versatile with its dual output capability. So it can output raw, uncompressed video to a local broadcast truck using a traditional 3G SDI cable.
Gotcha.
But simultaneously, it's compressing and streaming the footage over IP, so over the internet, using H.264 or H.265 to a remote producer halfway across the world up to 1080p 60.
Okay, but here's where it gets really interesting. I noticed the spec sheet highlighted Freed protocol support.
Ah, yes! The Freed protocol.
And I usually associate that with massive indoor Hollywood green screen stages, not outdoor weather cams. Why put virtual production software in a blizzard-proof box?
Because of the tracking data. Freed is a protocol that tells the system the camera's exact 3D coordinates in space at all times.
Like the pan and tilt.
Pan, tilt, zoom, and focus, yeah, all of it. This means a broadcast network can film a completely empty rain-soaked parking lot and seamlessly overlay a 3D virtual news desk or AR graphics into the shot in real time.
Because the system knows exactly where the camera's looking.
Exactly. Those digital assets won't slide around when the camera moves. It makes it a high-end tool for modern broadcast professionals, not just like basic security or traffic monitoring.
Wow. So what does this all mean? Let's recap this journey. We started with a severely pricey piece of hardware and uncovered a rugged, see-in-the-dark, VR-ready marvel.
Yeah, it really is a marvel.
Which brings us back to your used car comparison at the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, you buy a car to escape the storm, but you buy this to sit right in the middle of it.
That is a great point, and this raises an important question for you to consider. If cameras can now provide automated, hyper-stabilized, AR-ready live streams from the middle of a hurricane without a single human operator present,
Right.
how will this completely reshape the future of live event broadcasting and remote journalism?